I'd like to welcome everybody to Whiskey Wednesdays today. It's a special edition of Whiskey Wednesdays coming from La Casa de la Habana Cigar Bar on Monroe Street, directly across the street from the Franklin Park Mall, right next door to Red Lobster, right next door to Party City, same plaza. Today I got a very, very special guest. I got my dog, the legendary Mo Riley is in the building with me today.
Sure, appreciate you, man. Appreciate
CEO, owner of Legendary Floors and More.
Carpet Care. Legendary Carpet Care.
Legendary Carpet Care.
Yes, sir.
Had to switch it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Today is a special edition, as I said again, because this is the true boss. This is my guy. We have a small history with each other. How we met and how we know each other is a little different than what most people would understand. So let me explain this for a second. Mo went to school with my niece. I want y'all to follow. He went to school with my niece, Takia. He also went to school with a couple of people that I knew outside of my niece as well, because I'm only a few years older than my niece, so I knew some people that was also in his class. He is also the sister of one of my first cousin, which is something that we found out that just kind of threw everybody for a loop. I had no idea about that. Then I found out maybe about, when did you have the party?
Last year. Yeah, last year.
I found out last year that he was married to a friend of my sister. Had no idea. So again, legendary, that's this guy right here. But today, we're not going to be talking too much about Floors and More. We're going to talk a little bit more about how my man started and what actually got him into doing what it is that he does today. And I want to actually talk about why he's an inspiration to a lot of people here in the city and what it is that he does with the community that a lot of people have no idea about. We're going to touch on a couple of things with him today. Feel free to drop some questions, comments if you feel want to. It's not a problem. Nothing to do. He'll do it how you do it. But today, still Whiskey Wednesday.
Before he finished though, y'all see what we rocking? Boss Buzz.
And this Boss Buzz in the building.
For sure.
That's why that's my guy.
For
Today's whiskey is gonna be Woodford Reserve Double Oak. This is not the first Woodford that I did, you guys. The Double Oak. It's totally different. Bottle's different. Flavor profile is different. Everything is totally different about this whiskey. There's a couple different things that we're actually going to be doing on the show today. We're actually going to be doing what we call smoking the glass. I'm going to show everybody about smoking the glass, what smoking the glass entails. You'll find that out later on in the show. But first, I'm going to make sure that everything is all set for me and my guy.
Yes,
So
sir.
you can enjoy.
Yes,
And
sir.
now, there won't be any partaking in the medicines today. We're going to be doing Monte Cristo 1935 anniversary editions. $12 stick. That can be purchased here at La Casa de la Habana. So again, remember, when you're lighting your stick, you don't want to overburn it. Just want to kind of smoke it a little bit. Just want to toast it. Allowing the natural oils from the leaf to infiltrate the cigar.
I'm a rookie, bro. You have to show me.
So,
Definitely a difference when the torch and the lighter. Definitely a difference.
you know where to burn it. And we're gonna hold that right there. Stop letting it do a little bit. You don't want to smoke it yet because it's not open. Now most cigar naturalists usually will bite the tip off. I'm not doing all of that shit. Inside of my lighter. It's a $50 lighter. Cost you about $80. That's a punch.
Dope.
Right there.
That's dope.
y'all. Smooth exhale. You don't want to inhale the cigar. You want to allow the smoke to rotate, roll around the mouth, roof of the mouth, tip of the tongue, like you would a wine.
Think I need a little more?
A little bit.
It's pretty cool too. It's pretty cool. Definitely.
All right, let's talk a little bit about this Woodford. This Woodford Reserve Double Oak. This is also one of my favorites. Woodford being a bourbon distilled down in Kentucky. Like I said about Woodford, it's very popular. Usually one of the sponsors for the Derby each and every year. The barrel finish in this, the oak cask, it's fucking amazing. But today I could care less about that shit. It's a different type of whiskey Wednesdays. The shit smacks. Woodford Reserve Double Oak, shit ain't for rookies. If you're a rookie and you're drinking whiskey, you can lead us to the big dogs.
Stay away.
Please do. You gotta know how to sip it. You gotta know how to have it. Take a whiff. Try it out. Yep. Give it a little bit. Let me get a little swirl in it. Let me give it a Saturday note.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Yep. Take a small swig. Now let's get into this motherfucking whiskey Wednesday. So,
Oh yeah. It's definitely smooth.
let me ask a question that I have no idea about.
Go ahead.
How in the hell did you come up with wanting to do floors? Where did it come from? Where did it come about? Because I heard you was kind of a nice ball player, man. I heard you had some skills, man.
Yeah, I was decent.
Yeah, I
Decent for
heard,
sure.
I heard you definitely could have played a little D2, man.
Yeah,
So you
I
could have
should
moved a little bit,
I
man.
should have for sure.
What made you go on the floors? Talk to me. Give me some good news. Talk to the people.
Man, the long story short, how I got to the floor game, got into young adulthood, and I began to work entry level jobs. One of the jobs I landed was at the hospital, which is where I met your cousin slash brother, my friend slash brother, Jacory. But anywho, was working at the hospital, got trained on doing floors. The guy who was training me on doing the floors was telling me that he did them outside of work too.
Okay.
And he was kind of bragging on himself, saying how much of a hustler he was.
Would that be my brother Jerome?
No, not him.
Not Jerome.
Not
Oh,
Jerome.
okay. Well, hey man, shout out to Jerome anyway, man. Yo, man, one of the best floor men over at St. Vincent's Hospital, man, Cherry Street, Toledo, Ohio. Like I said, it's gonna be a little bit of a different edition of Whiskey Wednesdays than what you're
shit.
used to. I'm chilling with my guy Mo, and so we gonna have some fun. So we
Oh, man,
let's
sick.
continue.
But yeah, actually this was at St. Anne's. This wasn't at St. V's yet. Cause I bounced from,
Hold up,
yes sir.
Nori moment. Cut the nigga off, man. Yo, what year did you work at St. Anne's?
That was, oh wait,
When I had just left.
oh you just left there?
I started at St. Anne's. When Jacory got the job at St. V's, I was when I was going through the case. And I had to have a job. Got the job at St. Anne's. I was there from 03 to 07, right about January of 08.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yep, I got there, oh wait,
Ain't that some shit?
right after you left, I was in there.
You working with Dennis?
Who was I working with?
Dennis with the braids?
Nope, it was an old dude. But John.
He was working with John. John
Yeah.
had the perm.
But did he have his like short chest
He had
hair?
the short chest with the chains.
Yeah,
and shit
yeah,
on
with the-
it.
yeah, his wife right there.
Yeah, his wife worked there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Now let me tell you something about that guy, man. That's so crazy that you worked there because I worked with all of them. I worked
Yeah.
in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
John.
Mike was supervisor, right?
Yep.
Mike,
John.
yeah.
I remember old John.
Yeah,
wow, John. He had the finger wave.
I forgot his name for a long time.
Finger
Yeah.
waves with the slick down in the back.
Mhm.
He used to drive the PT Cruiser. But yeah, okay, so you started at St. Anne's. So again, that's something I didn't know. I
Yeah.
thought you originally started at St. V's.
I did.
Okay.
So, oh wait, that's when the Bush was exiting office. That's the recession, first one. So started at St. V's June. Oh wait, mind you, my girl, she wasn't even my girl at the time, but my wife now, she was pregnant. We just was on some fucking around and shit. No, matter of fact, we was boyfriend and girlfriend. But anyway, she was pregnant, and I got on there. I got started in June 08, got laid off July 08, the recession. And then it was like, we apologize, it's just a big layoff going on right now. We're gonna bring you back. A couple of weeks later, they said, we kept our word, we bring you back, but we got a position at St. Anne's, not St. V's.
Okay.
So I took it. So that's how I got there.
Okay.
So, but while I'm there, your man trained me on the floor. As he training me, he just did a floor at a church that just paid him $800. I'm like, that's what's up. But I'm thinking like, shit, why you still here? I'm like, it took, at that time, you get an $800 check in 2 weeks. You just made that in about 4 or 5 hours. I'm like, you might want to run with that. So that's what started grinding my gears in my head. I'm like, damn. And at the time, Kmart, Toys R Us, and Kroger's were the 3 main stores I thought about. I'm like, man, if I can get that equipment, that'd be sweet. But he like, young blood, this stuff expensive. He said he just came up on it because he worked at Riverside prior, and they went out of business, and they sold up all their shit, and he got it for a low rate. So, but from there, I kind of like, I can't afford that shit. But then I found out you can rent it. It was on and popping.
You rented it. You started MD Floors and More. Was Dan originally a partner in that?
Yeah, it was me and him.
Y'all started it together.
Because he was doing the same thing. You know what I mean? He was doing the floors and shit at St. Anne's. St. Charles.
St. Charles.
And so when he started doing it, I'm like, no, when I started doing it, I'm like, man, you should might take this outside of here. He was doing it before me. Mind you, I'm still getting trained. I don't even really know how to do it. I'm just like, this might be a good idea. So I'm like, shit, we start this up. I can follow your lead. I'm still getting trained at work. We can do everything we do at work with carpet and floor kit. You take that outside of work, offer it to the public and businesses. This might can be something. And that was the beginning. That was 09.
So you've been doing the floor?
Well, actually, it did start. It started as a thought. I didn't actually put it into a thing until 2010.
Okay. Turned it into an LLC?
Yep. LLC started.
So y'all did it in 2010. So you've been in business professionally since 2010. So you already got 10 plus in the game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
10
Yes,
plus
sir.
in the game. Y'all
Yes,
hear that,
sir.
ladies and gentlemen? 10 plus in the game in the city of Toledo.
Yes,
So
sir.
you know, when you have people that say, man, I can't do nothing here, man, I gotta go to the A, I gotta go out here, I gotta go out there. That is sometimes, you know, that is true. That might be your situation. That might be what might work best for you.
Right.
But don't try to down other people for staying
Right. Exactly. I like that.
and making progress and doing things. Like my guy.
Yeah.
You know? Because things can be done here.
Absolutely.
You can get your paper up here. You
Absolutely.
can elevate here. You can get back here. Hell, the more of us that stay in this motherfucker, the better it'll be. Shit, if all the good minds keep leaving, that's all we gonna be left with is some bullshit. But I noticed too, man, that you are extremely motherfucking diverse in where you be at. Man, I've seen you in bars.
Yeah.
I've seen you doing schools. I've seen you doing office buildings. I've seen you doing residential homes. There is no limit to where you guys will go and do a floor at.
Right. Absolutely.
Do you find that you enjoy what you do? What do you, as a matter of fact, let me give you this question. What do you enjoy about what you do? Because it's still work at the end of the day.
Right.
So before we get to what you don't enjoy, what do you enjoy about it?
What I love about the business is my business. That's what I love. I get that question a lot. A lot of people be like, man, do you like doing floors? You like cleaning the carpet? It's not necessarily cleaning the carpet, doing floors. It's my business. That's what I like about it. You know, and then you start to see the dynamics of how business really works. And you start to see like it's very profitable. But more outside of the profit though is just the love of everybody's different. So, but for me, I just want to run my own thing. You know, so for me to have a business and have a thriving business, that's what I like. So me having a carpet and floor care business, yes, I like it because that's my business. So for sure. No, it's just like you with nails. Pretty sure you obviously have a love for it.
Yeah, I do.
But you have a passion for it, and
It came around about that time, around about 08. So I've been doing it for so long that I have a passion for it. But it's like you, my passion is more enjoying being able to have the freedoms of doing what the fuck I want to do.
my nigga. That's really what I love for real.
And that's one of the reasons why we're here. That's one of the reasons why Boss Buds is Boss Buds. I mean, there's real bosses.
Right, exactly.
The guys that get the invoice.
Right.
I'm not talking about the boss in the video game. I'm not talking about the boss that you don't see in the mafia movies.
Right.
No, I'm talking about the real bosses. The one that get the invoice, the one that get the calls, the one that get the complaints, the praises, the everything that comes with
deal with the ugly.
what this is. Yeah,
for sure.
The one that when you're there all alone by yourself, there's nobody else there sometimes to help you count the receipts.
Right.
Business.
Yeah, right. The ones where when you start, you in the station wagon.
Right.
You rent the equipment. Shit, you got your last $100. You put it on here. You going and doing the work. Paying the people you rent the shit from. You made about $25. But you see the loan. You see the vision in it. So at the moment, you take that loss right there. So somebody might be like, man, you doing this shit. You ain't even making no money. But you see the vision. So then as time go on, you keep working and keep grinding, you get that back pay. When it ain't all about the money will come.
With that being said, let me explain something to you guys, to a lot of you fools that don't understand what this man is saying. Put it in the words of some other people. When you selling dope, when you selling weed, when you selling heroin, when you selling CDs, when you doing anything illegal, it takes money to make money. If you really got a plan, you're not making money right off the bat. You're not. You might see a 2 and few here and there unless you messing up the money. That's the only way that you're gonna see some money early. When you really doing business, there's a real grind, man. There's a real grind with this shit, man. And that's what a lot of people, I think, fail to understand, man, is what it takes to have your own business, man.
Right.
Like what it takes to do what it is that you do. Because you still have family life that you have to deal with.
Right.
Let me ask you that. With that balance, man, how do you balance that? Because that seems to be something that I have to work on, that I've been working on, but I need to continue to work on, man, is that family balance. Because of what my previous profession was, I'm used to being gone 200 and something days out of the year.
Yeah.
Or I'm on the road, I'm out, I'm living in a hotel, and then I have to try to come back and then balance family life. How do you balance being that busy? Because I know how you get down, I know how busy you are.
Yeah.
How do you keep that balance with the old lady, man? Because she seems like a sweetheart, but she also seems like, man, in the behind them.
She ain't fucking around.
She on your ass.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, hey. No date night, no.
For sure.
So talk to me. How do you balance it? Tell the people how they can try to get some balance with it.
Man, just like you, it's a continuous working thing, man. It's just really communication, but the way I try to balance it is like, for example, we was doing Tuesday through Saturday. First I was Monday through Saturday. Yeah, I'm like, no, fuck, we gotta get some type of structure. So we work Saturday when we close Monday, Tuesday through Saturday. Now though, on my Saturdays, my kids play sports. The game might be in the morning or afternoon, or we travel. Right now, I gotta go and work what pertains to business. So now that's stopping me from getting to the game, traveling, missing certain things. Now, of course, if you get a crew, that won't be an issue. But even then, sometimes you still gotta be hands-on, which I have a crew. It's a growing crew. But long story short, now it'll be Monday through Friday. I had to make that sacrifice. Like, this messing up my time with the family. So that's one way. And really, I don't have a set answer. I would just say it's just a working thing. I kind of look at and prioritize what's important and then communicate with her. Just like really, I let her know.
She said that. So you would say the key is communication.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like yesterday, we had some shit going on. My day went supposed to be ended at, because tomorrow's my 11th anniversary, by the way.
Congratulations.
And today's my mom's birthday. She's in heaven right now, so.
Oh yeah, I saw that on your Instagram too.
Yeah.
Miss Anna, right?
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
You sip it one to this
For
end.
sure. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Ooh. So you got a hell of a weekend going on.
Oh yeah.
So and that's
Starting
when,
off with
so
a bang.
that it falls, and then the wedding is right after.
Yep.
So you get to celebrate mom, you get to celebrate your
Yep.
ladies in your life, you get to celebrate
Exactly. That's why that is.
That's
I'm gonna get a bigger charmer.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why.
For sure.
See, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, though, man. But see,
But
shit, hey, what that nigga Pimps, he said, hey man, you ain't gotta have no big ass chain as long as your shit clean.
hell yeah. And that shit still costs. Trust
That's
me.
right. I already know. Oh, I see the diamonds. I see your shit shit.
But,
I see you shining, nigga.
But
Shit.
like I say, it's that communication. So my day went from I'm supposed to be done at about 3-4 o'clock. I called her like, hey, we had some shit go wrong. I ain't gonna get home till about 8-9 o'clock. She like, what? You didn't tell me that? This just happened to come up. Nah, this was unexpected. But the key in that is she used to me letting her know if I'm gonna be gone. She just wants to know when I go to the office and like do my videos and stuff like that. Man, look, I might be late. X, Y, Z.
For sure.
Like coming up, I've been kind of neglect. I ain't been at the office as much as I need to be.
Right. Right.
So I told her, I said, listen. I didn't say listen, but I'm like, hey, babe, I got some stuff I need to start doing at the office. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna pick some days, but it's gonna be some days I'm gonna be home late. Her reply is, as long as you let me know, I'm cool. So communication, and it's a continuous working thing, man. And really your partner, as long as your partner, they gotta be understanding to the lifestyle.
Sure. Yeah, understand.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely. I one that could actually attest to that. You know, due to my previous profession and the things that I've done, you know, I totally understand the key to communication. 'Cause
Oh yeah.
I get it. Would you be as successful now without her?
That's like a trick question, nigga. No, I'm joking. Honestly, I would say it would take longer.
You still would have made it, but
But no, I'm saying that I'm not trying to say that.
right.
Let me think. Let me answer that the proper way.
Man, answer that shit properly. That's what that whiskey get to kick it in,
Right.
man.
So I'm gonna say,
Telling the truth though.
yeah, just being all the way blunt. I'm gonna say no. And yeah, the no part, because when my mom got sick, you know, that took a lot from me. But anyway, my wife, she was the first person to believe in me. If I say I'm about to figure a way out how to fly, she gonna believe that shit. Like she believes in me, so that's what empowers me to do the shit that I do. Like literally, when I was working at the hospital, it was times where I'm like, man, I'm gonna stay here and just balance my business out. And she was like, when you gonna leave that motherfucker? If you wanna do this business, you can't stay there. I know what you wanna do, and you can't stay there. You know, so that I'm like, damn. So the belief, so with her, and she's a genius too. Like that's really my cheat code. She give me a lot of ideas and shit.
Spark that motherfucker.
Yeah.
The behind the scenes that
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you talk about but nobody knows.
Right.
Because again, that's you keep that private.
Right.
And I understand that.
Right.
And that's something that a lot of people don't take into consideration. They're like, man, y'all never post your folks, man. For what? Fuck you need to see them for. When you see me out,
Exactly.
or I'm at the right spot,
You will
they'll
see.
you'll see them.
And like I said, everybody different though, you know.
Everybody's not privy to that type of information.
Right.
And then again, like you said, that's your cheat code.
Yep.
They
So it's
just
like
didn't get, you know, they wasn't telling nobody it was cheating until they got caught. You know
right.
what I'm saying? So shit.
Yeah.
No, I
But
totally
yeah,
understand
so I
that.
say, you know what I'm saying? So I say no. Like I can't imagine doing it without her. But then, if I didn't have her, just to drive and stuff I got, and I think God probably would have placed something in my life to help me.
Get to that point, yeah, you would have
Yeah.
got there. It was just, it's a smoother ride with her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
sure.
know. Trust
For
me.
sure. For
Believe
sure.
me, man. Believe me. Man, so far, I'm enjoying chopping it up with you, man. You know, we've been discussing some things. I think we've put on some good points to be able to actually help some people not only in a relationship, business-wise, and that's part of what this is all about.
Right.
I want to be able to have some fun, sip a little bit,
Yeah.
but also be able to drop some jewels, drop some gems, you
Yeah.
know, be able to
Yeah.
help people out.
Yeah, you know, to inspire. That's
Yeah, for sure.
That's what you want to do in life.
That's it.
That's-
And I want it to be as open as possible.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be scripted. There is no script. There
No,
is
definitely not.
nothing. There is
If
no
y'all look
script.
back at the camera when we started, I didn't know we was going. I was fumbling with my glasses. Hey, I wanted to start with my glasses on.
That's like
Speaking of that, I'm gonna put my glasses on.
yeah, go on ahead.
And
Go
y'all
ahead.
tell me, because my wife always talking about, you need to quit wearing them dark glasses.
Yeah. So this is the place
Yeah.
where he can wear his glasses. He can put them shits on. He in his element.
Y'all tell me how they look.
You let my man's know.
Any
Man.
negativity, keep it to yourself.
So look here.
I'm just
I'm
playing.
gonna show my guy right now. I learned this from my cousin Kamal, who's a fireman in the city of Toledo, and also my cousin Dallas, who is a business owner who will be on one of our future up and coming episodes as well.
Shout out, cuz.
So I'm gonna show you guys about smoking the glass before we get to the rest of the image. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a draw from your cigar. You're gonna hold the smoke in. You're gonna blow it directly down into the glass to allow it to be able to coat the liquor as well as coat the glass. You're gonna place your hand over the glass. Allow it to sit there. It doesn't have to sit there for a minute, but you wanna keep it there long enough to be able to allow it to coat the glass and also coat your liquor. Now what that's gonna do, it's gonna give you a different flavor. It's gonna bring out different notes that are in the whiskey. So I'll show you as such.
That's dope.
What you're gonna do, you're gonna allow that to sit. You should not be able to see your hand on the other side of that glass. Let you know you've done it properly. And it should be resting right at the top. Should almost look like you have a cloud right above your liquor. What you're gonna do is you're gonna slowly slide off.
Sheesh. How'd that feel?
It's gonna wake you up. That's how you take a swig.
Oh yeah. Let's steal that one day, brother.
Oh yeah. You might as well go and try it while you're on there. So what you're gonna do is before you inhale, you don't inhale, you're gonna take a draw, pull your glass out. I'll do it again just to show you. It's much better with a sifter glass, but we have whiskey glasses today, so that's what we're gonna use. So you're gonna draw. Blow a nice stream into that. See that? There you go. Nice stream. Cover it up. Up a little bit more. Yeah, we got to take a nice draw. Yeah, let it out. Take your good draw. Just don't inhale. Just hold it in your mouth like you just,
Yeah, okay.
old school smoking style. When you first start smoking weed and you try to act like you inhaling, but you hold that shit in. Smooth. Let it fall. Yeah, it takes some getting used to.
Don't laugh, I'm a rookie, y'all.
Yeah, it's a rookie. So what you gonna do
I'm
again?
doing that
You're
time.
gonna slow it off because you are ingesting tobacco still.
That's why I'm gonna try it on camera.
Still have a little smoke in there. You see that?
Fucking with
It's called smoking your glass. Smoking your spirit. Gives you a nice little cool. There you go. Yeah, it's that draw. Once you learn that draw.
Yeah, I can't get that.
That draw is tough. So now, we spoke a little bit about business. Let's talk about whiskey. What do you like about whiskey? What makes you a whiskey man? And what is your favorite whiskey?
Man, well, you know what my favorite whiskey is.
Tell people what your
Mr.
favorite-
Jack Daniels.
Jackie D.
A lot, people laugh, man, because that's not our race type of drink.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Talk. There we go. Now we get some.
So that's not trying to offend nobody, not trying to sound like that, but that's not a black person drink, quote unquote. What I like about it is the main thing I like, it doesn't mess me up like the rest of that stuff do. So like, trust me, I've been drinking Hennessy's, the 17s, the Remy, all of that. Don't have a problem with them outside of Hennessy. I hope I drink them Henny. But the hangover and the stomach bubbling and the decision making wasn't the best. When I drunk Jack, I wake up the next day and I'm cool.
Solid.
Solid. That's what I love. That's what made me fall in love with it. That's what I like about all this. You know,
Drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got flavor.
Yeah, and they got flavor for sure.
Whiskeys have flavor.
So yeah, I like Jack. What else? Jameson. I like Jameson.
I like a little Irish, a little Irish.
I like this right here.
Yeah.
The regular one, so, but I like that one.
That double O.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Oh, what's another one I like?
Like I told people, man, whiskey should
Crown.
never-
I like
should
Crown.
never-
Crown apple. The flavor Crown. I ain't too much of a flavor guy, but I like the flavor Crowns. And they're the ones I think of off the top of my head. I gotta try some more. But for the record, I ain't gonna lie, 'cause some of my homeboys might be watching this. They be like, "Hey, you drink tequila sometime too." So I'd like tequila as well. But number one,
They know you for drinking
oh yeah.
whiskey.
Oh yeah, you ask anybody, what more drink? That damn Jack.
That damn Jack. That
Some
Jack.
type of whiskey, yeah.
Some type of whiskey for sure. Oh, absolutely.
But typically it's
Absolutely.
Jack though, like it's Jack.
No, I'm rocking. I'm definitely a whiskey guy myself. Do you prefer yours neat or over the rocks?
Depending on how I'm feeling.
Depending on how you feeling. Now, see me. I have this conversation with everybody that comes on the show because I'm not really a rocks type of guy, man. I like mine straight lace, no
You
chase.
sound like my cousin.
Yeah, man. Just let me go and get it sweetie, get it to the point. You know, I don't like just popping shots.
No.
I like to sip and savor, man.
Yeah.
I want the full flavor. I want if it bite, I want it to bite right at my chest. I want to feel it.
Right.
You know, sometimes I feel like the water it doesn't take away from the content because liquor's gonna be liquor regardless of
Right.
how much water you put in.
Yeah.
How much liquor's in there is what's gonna be
Yeah,
in.
you can dilute it though. You know.
But I prefer it just to be how it is, fresh off the bottle.
Yeah, I feel. So it feel like if I'm man, let's just say if it's a Monday or something, I had a long day, I might throw a little ice in there just to
So
chill
it's,
it.
cool
Yeah,
out
just to
a
cool,
little
you know what I
bit.
mean?
For sure.
But if it's a Friday or after work, time like right now, I'm make it straight.
Yeah.
So it's just really, it's all on
Depending
how
on
I'm feeling. Yeah, depending on the mood. Yeah.
How you feel? Give me a story about you and Jackie D that people don't know. Do you got any funny stories of you being ripped off the Jackie?
Man, yes, plenty.
Just give me one that you can think of off the top.
Oh man, off the Jackie. Man, there's so many, man. I gotta think of anything. A funny one.
I'm gonna let you think of one.
Let me think.
While my dog is thinking, shout out to my niece, Officer Takia D. Woods, Sheriff, Delaware County. One of my Jack stories is
Oh
with
yeah,
one
shout
of-
out T Woods.
Shout out T. Woods. One of my Jack stories is with my niece, cause she is also a whiskey
Oh
drinker
yes, she is. Yes, she is.
through and through. Which she will be on the show here in a few weeks. Y'all look forward to that, man. That's gonna be a hell of a good one. So, my niece is not gonna mind this story. My niece calls me, man, you need to come and visit me. My niece lives in Columbus. I'm like, okay, coming down. She's like, man, we about to kick it, man. You know, we gonna have some fun. We gonna chill. I'm not gonna be there, but you gonna be able to get in. You know, I'm gonna leave this key for you, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. Man, I done took some time. You know, I'm cruising from the city, smoking birds and shit, man. I'm having my fun. I pull up. I'm like, damn, my niece doing it. She's like, nice ass crib over here, man. I'm like, okay. She's at the apartment. I'm at the airport.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, all right, so I go in, you know, I made myself at home, you know, rolled up, went out on their balcony, smoking good, enjoying, watching the planes, rocking shit. So boom, when she come to the crib, she got her friend with her at the time. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. It's like, we gonna drink something. I'm like, all right, bet, pour up. She pull out the Jack. So me and her friend, you know, her friend ain't really doing too much drinking, but you know, me and my niece, you know, we sipping, we reminiscing. You know how niggas do, man. When you get together, man, you chop it up. You know, man, and now we done kicked it. You know, we done been up all night. You know, my niece, they about to go lay it down. So my niece, first old girl gonna lay it down. And my niece gonna lay it down. they go in the same spot. I'm like, oh. Because I never went to go see her room. So I'm like, I seen the rest of the crib, but I had never seen the room. So I'm like, well, maybe they got the, they got the doubles in there. I'm some roommate or whatever. So then I need, I think I need something like change something on the remote because I think we was watching she might have had an Xbox at the time. They was watching the Xbox. So I gotta go in. I'm like, yo. She's like, come here, huh? So I go in, and she's like, oh, I'm like, I can't change the channel. And they sleep, but they ain't in no bunkies. They ain't in no doubles. They in the same joint. I'm like, mind you, I'm drinking that Jackie, so shit, I'm kind of lit. So she see me kind of look at her, so she kind of started laughing. I'm like, I didn't laugh though, because I at the time I didn't understand. So shit, I go back out to the front. So now the whole time I'm thinking, well, that's her girl, man. Maybe her girl bed ain't got here yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, because there's still some room in there. I'm like, all right, well, whatever. So I'm watching TV. So I wake up in the morning, old girl leave. So my niece come out. I'm like, shit, I gotta ask her. Right. I'm like, hey, man, shit, your friend cool, man. What's up with her? So she get to laughing and shit. I'm like, yo, man, she stay here? She's like, yeah. I'm like,
she keep that thought, not to cut my man's off, but if y'all don't know this man, he's also his second career, his missed calling, he's a comedian. Go ahead.
I'm being dead ass, man. This is a true fucking story. So the morning she get up, I'm like, shit, what's going on? Like, she laughing. She know I'm curious. She know I'm curious. She know I know. She know I'm like, my mind is twirling. She laughing and shit. I'm like, man, I'm asking all these odd ass questions. Like, so yeah, where's she from? She stay here with you? Like, that's, that's. I know we was drinking a little bit, but I'm like, shit. Like, how long you known her? How tight are y'all? Like, her bed coming? She like, nah. I'm like, so is that your people's? She's like, man, that's my girl. I'm like, shit, what? Like, say it again.
What type of girl?
She like, what? Like, that's your homegirl? She's like, no, that's my girlfriend. I'm like, huh? So she busts out laughing. I'm like, I go right to the top of her fridge. Cause I'm walking around, I'm pacing and shit. I'm like, hold up, man. I'm like, wait a minute. What you mean? So I go get the Jackie. Mind you, it's about 11:30. I'm like, shit. I done poured a triple. I take me a swig or two. Got him down to about a single. I'm like that's your baby. That's your thing. She like, yeah. She like, I was gonna tell you, but I just kind of want you to just see. I'm like, see what? Like, shit, you could have let me know this shit before I got down here, man. I'm like, nigga, I'm thinking this your people. She got a spot, man. Like, man, what the fuck? But man, stories off that Jack, man. Hey, but man, that's still my dog. That's my niece, man. I ain't got nothing against it, but it shocked the shit out of me. I was like, huh? Oh, the chick was, hey, I ain't my friend. The chick was better than the motherfucker, bro. That's why I was confused. I mean, at the time, at that particular time, I'm not gonna front you. I wasn't married. I was, like shit. It was nothing. I was taking a peek, but I think that kind of shook me out of my boots. Like, shit, man, you gotta be easy. Shit. I was not expecting that, man. But that's just a crazy ass story off me drinking some motherfucking whiskey, man.
Off that whiskey.
Off that whiskey.
Man, there's so many stories. I was sitting here trying to think. I'm really getting like frozen or whatever. But I will say I got one story. Me and my wife go out. Well, we don't even go out. We just was our like going out type shit is going out to eat to a restaurant or something, having some drinks, laughing, come out. For the restaurant, sipping a little bit. At the restaurant, be a double Jack. This time, man, don't make my shit chill. Cause y'all already charged me enough, so I want my shit straight. Drinking that, feeling good, we get to kicking it. We get to the crib, I'm like, this is about to be one of them nights. I'm about to go hammer. I'm about to be Elvis in the
For sure.
We talking, get to sipping some more. I'm like, cool. She go in the bedroom, She laying down like, all right, let me go ahead and get myself together. Brush my teeth, don't want to.
For sure.
I said, fuck, I'm taking one more shot. First I should have never took a shot. Took this shot. Nigga, I wake up the next day. Like, what happened? I done went to sleep. Then went to sleep, bro, like, and she looking like, you talk all that shit, I'm sitting here ready. You get in the bed. Do you know you can hop in the bed and turn the other way and go to sleep? I said, no. She said, I tried waking you up. I tried shaking you. Whole night blue. I'm talking so much. She ready because she don't really drink. She drinks some wine and something.
She had her glass. She drank some whiskey. It's about to be
she in the mood.
Nigga, shit. Jack said not today.
Not today.
Jack shut his ass down, man.
Oh yeah, he will do that.
Now, he'll do that to you. But when you woke up, he was okay.
I was cool.
He was cool.
Yeah.
But you had to double back.
Oh yeah, you know that.
Yeah, you had to double
Let
back.
me do this the right way.
Yeah, you had to double back. Yeah, that's the fucked up part because you had to double back. Because then the whole day, you was thinking like, fuck. Damn. Even though you didn't do what you had to do, you still felt like, damn, I done came up short.
You know how to, I'll tell you all the time, yeah. You know how to do it.
Yeah, I done came up short. You out there, nigga, man. You out there, man. You know,
Your day ain't even right.
you buffing and shit,
Yeah.
nigga. You can't wait to get home. Like,
Yeah.
man, I got round two. Hold
Yeah.
on, now. And you gotta go home. Now you really not fucking up this nigga. Now you gotta go in that motherfucker. Now you gotta be Prince, nigga. Shit. Now you gotta slide in that mother. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Shit, but for sure, man. But I mean, but that's what, you know, to me, it's cool to be able to sip out with your old lady too, man. And be able to have them type of nights.
Oh,
You know?
yeah, for sure.
To be able to enjoy a little bit of good whiskey, man. Some good camaraderie, some good
Yeah,
company.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
usually when me and you together, this is what we drinking.
Yeah. Whiskey.
So that's what we do.
No doubt.
You know?
For sure.
I mean, but it's cool to be able to be bosses, man. You know, real bosses, and be able to enjoy this time that we call leisure time.
Right. Oh, that's important for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Because if you were punching somebody else's clock, this wouldn't be possible. Same for me, I wouldn't be able to do this. This would have to be my job, and it would be for someone else.
That part. That's what I love, man. It's like, I remember my schedule when I was at the hospital labs. It was part-time, but still it was Monday. One week it was Monday, Wednesday. Hold on, let me think. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, some shit like that. The other week it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The other week it was Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Crucial. So I'm saying that's every Friday, that's every Monday. If I was working a job, I had to be there at 3 o'clock, 3:30. Right now. My granddad just passed away. Shout out Mr. Riley Ford. My granddad by marriage, but that's my granddad. He just passed away. We just had his funeral last week. And I was thinking, like, when they told us when the services was, all I did was block my schedule off. Or call my customers like, hey, granddad passed away, we need to move your time. Fortunately though, the particular day that we had the funeral on, I had already had blocked off. So I was able to go. But even if not, I still was gonna be able to make it. That's the beauty. And that's what I love, like stuff like that.
That was the original
Yeah.
day for me and him to do Whiskey Wednesdays.
Yep.
But that's the thing about being bosses too, man. As a boss, as a leader, you gotta be understanding. I'm not saying you have to understand and deal with everybody's bullshit, but you gotta be understanding.
But yeah.
He had something that came up. But in order to be a boss, you gotta be able to wiggle.
Yeah.
You gotta have the power to be able to move things around, to be able to make things work for you. Because at the end of the day, you the boss.
Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing, man. You know, another thing, like my homeboy Steve, I don't know if I'm gonna send this link to him. You know Steve.
Really?
Yeah.
Shout out to Steve.
My
Hey,
dude-
Q.
My good brother, his anniversary was yesterday. That's on the 18th. Same day as my in-law. Their anniversary was yesterday too. So Steve doing 4 years in the marriage. My in-law is 38 years in. But one of the things I'd be so upset about and kind of regret with me and Steve's friendship is I miss one of the most important days of his life, which was his wedding. The reason I missed that is because I was working at the hospital. Working at the hospital, I didn't have the time to take off. So they was like, and it was a weekend. You know, weddings on Saturday. And it was like, you take off, your job in jeopardy, you gonna get wrote up.
I already know the point system. I know
Yeah,
how to work
yeah,
it. I've been there.
and me just being on some bullshit. Not even some bullshit, just kind of, damn, man, on some job shit, scared to the consequences that might come with me calling off. I ended up just sending my wife and kids. That's something my bad, Steve.
Hey.
And that's what I love about being an entrepreneur. But now that shit.
For sure. Another thing about being a boss that a lot of people don't understand, man, is sacrifice. He had to sacrifice seeing his man's wedding, and that's his man's. That whole group, that whole high school group, that whole group from Scott Bulldogs, class of 05.
Yeah, I'm from Libby though, but
Libby.
shout out, yeah, I'm Libby.
My aunt went to Libby, man. Shout out to the Libby Cowboys. My aunt died, my aunt Losi, my cousin Jay Hanks, all the Cowboys in the building, and now my nigga Mo.
Mm-hmm.
But he was from that 05 class, though.
Yeah, yes, sir.
That class of 05. He had to sacrifice, man. Not only just to be able to be where he was sitting in that seat. That was a sacrifice. He didn't want to miss his man's wedding. But at that time, he had no choice, but he still had enough, I guess you would say, enough sense to be able to send his old lady down there as a representation of himself to let his mans know, hey man, you know I'm grinding right now, but man, to let you know I want to be there so bad, I'm gonna send a family.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna be there to represent me, man, to let you know, man, I'm not here, but I'm here, and I got you.
No doubt.
And again, man, that's what being a motherfucking boss is all about. That's what Whiskey Wednesdays is all about.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Bus Buzz is all about.
Hey man.
Shout out,
Hey, get you some if you
get
ain't
you
got
some, buy you some, basically
Quality.
Pimp C said. You
Quality.
feel me?
I
wanna
can
shout
watch
out-
this. Hey, fit the same, everything.
Everything.
No shrinkage. Good quality.
That's how it work, man.
But before we end it, I will say also what comes with being a boss is you still, like I say, sacrifice. You still gotta know, just because you can close one day, you can call your own shots, you still have to be responsible.
Exactly.
You still gotta do what needs to be done. I mean, you still gotta do boss shit. Like, we doing this now because of the hard work we put in. If you don't put no work in, you can't be having Whiskey Wednesdays, nigga. Your business ain't right.
Hell no.
You can't be having Whiskey
Shit.
Wednesdays. You can't be close your shop because you decide you want to get fucked up on Sunday night, or no, because you close on Mondays, right? So,
No, we open on Mondays. We Monday through Saturday, man.
hey,
Salon Rose, man.
Shout out
4456
Salon
Lewis Avenue, man, Toledo, Ohio. You
but
dig
yeah,
what I'm
so
saying?
yeah, so Sunday night, shout out to Salon Rose. Get you some rose too.
For sure, you got
But,
to, man.
You can't, decide you want to get fucked up on Sunday night. Oh, I'm just gonna close tomorrow. Nah, Sunday night you gotta get prepared and be ready for that next
That's right.
day.
You gotta get up and get busy.
You can't just do foolishness. You still gotta work. Even though you work for yourself, you still gotta work.
That's
Or
right.
else you'll find yourself going back to work.
You better get up and do some work, or you gonna find yourself going back to work. And that's how we gonna end this Whiskey Wednesdays, man. I like to shout out my buddy, man, legendary Mo
I
Riley.
appreciate that, cuz.
This is my
I'm
guy.
take my shades off for this. I will like to say, hey, I appreciate you having me.
For sure.
It's a pleasure.
For sure.
It wasn't a question. You mentioned it. It wasn't a doubt that I was coming. And I would like to say, I like what you're doing.
Oh, thank you, man.
I watch you. Trust me.
For sure.
I watch you. Real boss, real hustler, man. I'm taking notes, brother. So
For sure. For sure.
keep being great. Keep being legendary.
I appreciate it, man. This is my guy. Shout out to Boss Buzz. Shout out to Corporate Beauty Corporation, as well as DW Media House, which this is provided and produced by. Shout out to Kyle at La Casa de La Habana Cigar Bar. You guys can stop over here and come and see him again. It's on Monroe Street, right next door to Red Lobster, right in the same plaza as Party City, directly across the street from the Franklin Park Mall.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, signing
And
off.
again, hold on. If you would like to schedule carpet or any floor care appointment, or would like a free consultation, visit our website, which is legendarycarpetcare.com, or call our office, which is 419-902-4913. Legendary Carpet Care.
Already. Hey, and make sure you pay my nigga, man, because cheap work ain't good and good work ain't cheap.
Believe that.
Nickel.